Have you ever wondered why the snacks you tasted as a child, you enjoyed it way more, it tasted way better, and there seemed to be more of it? Well, if you chalk this up to childhood perception, you may most likely be wrong. Unless you were one of those kids who like to eat purple ketchup with their fries. But this is a result of shrinkflation. Hey guys, welcome to BAM with Sam, where you can be a money maker. According to Yahoo Finance, inflation has increased the average price of groceries to 13.1% in July. And while many are focusing on the price increases, there are major decreases that nobody seems to be really paying attention to. And what is this decrease? Well, it is inflation's invisible cousin, shrinkflation. Shrinkflation is when a product's size and amount decreases, but the price usually stays the same, and in some cases even increases. And the crazy thing with shrinkflation is you're not only getting less quantity or less amount, the quality of the product is also decreasing as well. And why does this happen? Well, a few reasons. Companies are trying to keep up with the competitive pricing, and they're also trying to combat high inflation and high production costs. But really, it is all about meeting their bottom line and making a profit. Now, some of you may be asking, Sam, are these companies intentionally trying to hide the shrinkage of their products? And the answer is yes, 100% yes. They don't want you to know that shrinkflation is happening. The reason why companies hide that they're shrinking the size of the products or try their best to conceal it is because they don't want consumers to feel like they're getting less for their money. So you may find that your favorite brand rebranded, they changed their packaging, or they did something that's new and fresh and different. This may be some signs of them changing the product so that they can give you less, but you feel like you're getting more. Look at Gatorade. Their bottles used to look like this and was 32 ounces. But now their bottles look like this. It's 28 ounces, but it still costs the same price. Businesses, companies, manufacturers, whatever you want to call them, prefer to use this sneaky method or invisible method of inflation instead of increasing the prices of products. And I believe if asked, many people would actually prefer if they're more upfront and honest about the product change. But of course, they don't care. They're trying to meet their profit margins, and it's much easier for them to do it this way. And I have a question for you guys. Would you prefer to deal with this current state of shrinkflation, or have the same products that you were used to as a child, but with a price increase instead? And if you think all of this is crazy, trust me, I do too. But it works. The way that we as people perceive things is that if there's a change in size, we're less likely to be sensitive to that change. Be honest, when you're in the grocery store, you're not really specifically looking at the size of the product, but the cost. And if the size of the product looks the same from the one that you just bought 2 months ago, why would you check it? So when you're walking through the store, buying that jar of peanut butter that you love, you probably would not notice the difference. Shrinkflation has been happening for years, and manufacturers do not intend on changing these methods at all. Let's all say in a hypothetical world, inflation was down and production costs were down. These companies would still keep their products at the exact same price, quantity, and quality that they have it at. They're not going to bump up the quality to what you were used to, and they're not going to bring the prices down either, because they can make more money from it that way if production costs are lowered and inflation is lowered. So just be aware of that. When you're going shopping, shrinkflation is happening. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, comments, or any suggestions of what I should talk about next, leave it down below. I'll see you in the next video where you learn to be a money maker.